keep on listening to George 99.7 FM.
It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, government records a cash deficit of 4.6 billion cedis in the first 5 months of this year. Total expenditure falls below target. And Governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, pushes for adequate fiscal support to help bring down inflation, insisting monetary measures alone cannot deliver expected turnaround. Also, MTN and Economic and Organized Crime Office signs Memorandum of Understanding to fight increasing rate of mobile banking frauds in the country. I am Beverly Broom. The details now. The government recorded a cash deficit of 14.6 billion cedis in the first 5 months of this year. That's according to the monetary policy report by the Bank of Ghana. This is equivalent to 1.8% of the size of the economy against a target of 4.0%. Here's more in this report.
According to the Bank of Ghana, 11.7 billion cedis of the cash deficit was financed from domestic sources. Total revenue and grants amounted to 44.9 billion cedis as of May this year, about 5.6% the size of the economy. This was short of the target of 54.6 billion cedis. Also, total expenditure was estimated at 59.5 billion cedis in the first 5 months of 2023, about 7.4% of the size of the economy. This was far below the target of 82.8 billion cedis. Meanwhile, the primary balance, which is the difference between expenditure and revenue, excluding interest payments, recorded a deficit of 1.2 billion cedis in the first 5 months of this year.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, is pushing for the required fiscal support to help drive down inflation. Inflation picked up marginally over the last 2 months, forcing the Bank of Ghana to increase its key lending rate to 30%. Dr. Addison insists that monetary measures alone cannot deliver the expected results and should be complemented with tight fiscal programs.
Monetary policy alone cannot deliver that low inflation. So we expect that, the fiscal side of the work would also have to come in with, the appropriate fiscal consolidation and tightening would also help us, in a sense, not to have this persistent increases in the policy rate. But clearly, globally, everybody is focused on bringing inflation down.
You heard the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison. Economist Professor Lord Mensah has stated that adequate and timely information to investors will make domestic bond holders in dollar currency support government's debt restructuring program. The Finance Ministry is seeking to restructure some $809 million in bonds. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Mensah is hopeful the exercise may not see resistance as experienced under the CD domestic debt exchange program.
Then the foreign debt, I believe that the domestic debt has to lay that foundation for the better sensitization. And I don't think the government will struggle with the current one as expected, even though, they all come as a shock to the investor community.
You heard the economist, Professor Lord Mensah. We do some more stories now. And telecommunications company MTN and the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, have signed a memorandum of understanding to combat the surging rate of mobile banking frauds in the country. According to a latest report by the Bank of Ghana, payment service providers recorded 12,166 mobile money-related fraud incidents in 2022. Executive Director of EOCO, Mami Atiwadu Dankwa, says the MOU is part of a 5-year strategy launched by her outfit to stay ahead of fraudsters.
We've been working together with Mobile Money Limited, and I think about a month or two ago, EOCO got conviction for some mobile money SIM swaps, where these guys were swapping SIMs and were taking money from people's accounts. And through collaboration, with MTN, with the Bankers Association and other things. We're able to make arrests, and we went through the judicial processes, and thank God they've been convicted. And that should send a signal to everybody that it's not something that you can do and get away with that.
Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of Mobile Money Limited at MTN, Shaibu Haruna, has expressed optimism the collaboration will help reduce mobile money fraud.
As a leading provider of digital financial services, we owe it a responsibility to work collaboratively with the agency to support and drive the quest to make sure that our customers experience, safe environment to transact their business as well as personal transactions.
Executive Officer of Mobile Money Limited at MTN, Shaibu Haruna there. Now, away from that, the Mayor of Houston, Sylvester Turner, has assured that his team will be working with other regulatory agencies in Ghana and Houston to facilitate investment opportunities for investors. According to him, there are enormous opportunities in Ghana that investors from the U.S. can tap onto. He made the disclosure after paying a courtesy call on the Minister for Trade and Industry, Katie Hammond. He told the minister of his intentions to establish some working groups to speed up the initiative.
Our way of saying to Ghana that we are here to build on the relationship and at the same time to try to come up with some specific action items that people can see the success of this mutual relationship. And so we have been talking about putting forth and building some small working groups between Ghana and the city of Houston, so that we can work on these areas of interest, whether they're in healthcare, energy, innovation, exchange programs, those of that nature. So we're excited about what is taking place. We're excited about the collaboration that's taking place, and Mr. Minister, we look forward to working even closer.
To agriculture now, and a Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture, Yao Frimpong Ado, has underscored the need for government to adopt small fishes into the diet of young people under the school feeding program. According to him, this would help boost the fish industry, create more jobs for the populace, and contribute to economic development. He spoke at a national workshop to disseminate a policy brief on the inclusion of small fish into the Ghana school feeding program.
In addition to including small fish in the feeding program, it is crucial to educate our children about their nutritional benefits. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, towards this objective, the ministry played a leadership role in developing Ghana's food-based dietary guidelines, which was launched in February this year. The dietary guidelines promote healthy eating, and I will encourage all of us to secure a copy from the ministry's website.
You heard the Yao Frimpong Ado, Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture. Now for your pension tip on Money Lab, let's now hear from Kofi Poli, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pensions Trust, as he details what to look out for when choosing a pension scheme.
Hello and welcome to Money Lab. My name is Kofi Poli, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pension Trusts. We continue our pension team base this time around, looking at how to choose a pension scheme. To choose a pension scheme, we focus on Tier 2. Tier 2 is being run by corporate trustees, private entities. And therefore, to choose a corporate trustee, one of the things you want to do is to find out if they are in good standing with the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. 2, if the scheme being offered is registered with the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Finally, you want to find out their investment policy, because that will affect your accrued benefits. And of course, you can also look at their services. How easy is it to get your statement of accounts? With that, we end today's episode, and in our next episode, we will look at choosing a scheme under the Tier 3. Thank you very much.
Chief Operations Officer of People's Pensions Trust, Kofi Poli, ending the Job Business Report, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Do follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. Does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more. The EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card, access to loans, and more. The best part is that you stand a chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. I am Beverly Broom. Thank you so much for your time. Ignition is next with Sammy Forsing. Do enjoy.
Joy